Well, hello everybody out there in YouTube world. Um, right, of late I've been seeing things over social media about how people have been saying harsh words to other people, for no apparent reason whatsoever. These are the narcissistic type of people that are coming out of the woodworks of late, from what I've gathered. And I tell you now, right, from my own experiences in life, and I have never said any horrible or any nasty kind of even evil words towards another human being. I never have. Even when bad things have been done across to me from far back as my childhood, which some of you have seen my videos on my channel in relation to that. I've never been hatred untoward any of these. And you know what I've done with these people who have done bad things across me, behind my back especially, not only in front of my face, but also behind my back. I've forgiven these people, and I feel sorry for them. I really do. I do. I feel sorry for them. Because they forget when you say those words unto another human being, I promise you now, right, it comes back on you. I've seen it, and I really have. And I've been told when things have been done across me, but that person, who's associated with this person, sided with that person and believed them. And then when I see the person of late, which I have done, that person said I was right all along. And then I didn't know what that person was on about initially, because, I've moved on in my life. And that person said I was right, but I didn't know. I didn't want to know, but I had a rough idea of what that person was implying, to me about. That's what I'm saying, man. Narcissistic people, right? They are all for themselves, and they will try and be very verbally, if not physically, brutal towards you or behind your back. And I've had a few narcissistic people in my life. I've had people like that around in my life. I really have. And I do feel sorry for them. This is what I say to people, man. When you speak those harsh words, you can't be prepared what's going to come back. Because it does come back. And, and there's people who probably might reply to this who have never seen my channel before. They may see it, when I hashtag it might pop up somewhere. No, I'm being honest and truthful about this. I've experienced it. I've witnessed it myself. When people have said harsh and horrible things towards me or behind my back. And I've actually seen it from when those type of people have been harsh and horrible to people who I know, and then years later I found out the inevitable has happened to that person for being like that. It's hard. What's the hardest thing in life is to do? Is to be kind and gentle and nice to people. It is. It's the hardest thing to do on a regular basis. It really is. And you know what the easiest thing to do is? To be horrible and nasty towards another human being. It's so easy to do that, but I'll tell you now, you do recoup your repercussions from being like that later on in life. It may not happen straight away, but I can promise you it will catch up with you. And, like I said before, I've seen it, I've experienced it. I wouldn't lie about these things. If I never experienced it, or what have you, I wouldn't make a video about it, would I? I really wouldn't. I may get someone saying, oh, I've been harsh. No, I've never ever been harsh or horrible toward another human being. I haven't. Even from as far back as my childhood. And for those who've known me from my childhood, they have known me from being a quiet person, very, very quiet. And as you know on my channel, who have seen my videos, which I put up a few months ago, you know, I was quiet for a specific reason, you know. So this is, again, may I remind people out there in the world, try to be good to another human being. I know when other human beings have been horrible towards you. If they have, then walk away. Some people may struggle with that, about walking away, you know. But I'm telling you, man, you sometimes have to muster up all that strength from inside you to get away from it, you know. And people have asked me if I'm still on my own. I said, yes, I am. And to be honest, I want to stay that way. I really do. And I feel happier staying this way, being on my own. But people always say this, oh, you'll meet someone. How do you know I'll meet someone? How can you foresee my future? See what I mean? That's why I say to people, try not to foresee the future. I foresee things in life as right now, what's going on. I don't look ahead, try not to look ahead anymore. I used to. I used to be a part of that, of looking far ahead and plan far ahead, and lo and behold, 9 times out of 10 it didn't work out. So my approach to life is very different compared to how it used to be. I take every second of the day as I see fit. Like tomorrow now. Things might be different for me to train, I don't know, but I hope I can train tomorrow. That's how I see things now. I mean, I've done my fair bit today of training. I've been out twice to West Park in Wolverhampton. For those of you who don't know West Park, it's a massive place. It's, you know, it was opened up by Lady Wolfram, apparently. So the history says of Wolverhampton. It's got a bandstand right in the centre of West Park, and it's a nice place to be, for me anyway. You know, and the weather forecast for tomorrow, from what it's saying, it's going to be nice and dry. So I will go out tomorrow. You see how things happen between now and then. But seriously, you know, getting back to the subject of the matter, is when you use those choice words towards another human being. You know, if something, that person, whoever that person may be, is being horrible and nasty towards you, it's hard for you to get away from it. I know it is, but just don't say anything. That's what I've been like. People have been horrible and nasty to me. I don't say anything. I just keep it shut and try and get away. That's me. And I've mentioned before, we're all different. Some of us may cope with it that way and deal with it, or, you know, there's other people who would choose the other option. But please, you know, just be careful with your words in life towards another human being, because seriously, the energies that are out there which work against when you say those negative and horrible things, trust me, it does catch up with you. And it really spooks me when I witness it myself. You know, when you hear about it, that it's happened, that's a shocking thing. When you know, hear it. And this is before I knew about how these energies work in life, you see. You know, the karma effect of life. How real is that? Some people used to say, oh, the karma effect isn't real. Trust me, it is when you experience it. And I'm sure some of you may have experienced these things, you know. Put it in the comments, you know, if you want to comment on this video about your own experiences, please do, that you've witnessed these things, because I know for a fact I have. And with some of the things, I can't mention the names involved, but I can promise you now that the karma effect has affected that individual, or individuals, because there's been more than one. There's been a good handful of them over the years. That's why I could never be horrible or have any hateful feelings towards another human, no matter what they've done to me in the past. I can't, and I won't ever allow to have those feelings inside me, ever. This is why I train the way I do, meditate a lot, I do my qigong, and flexibility work and all that, and it's all been done for a reason, to keep me of a peaceful state of mind, you know, to be humble, and I'll always keep that way. Every day I'll keep willing myself to be like that every day. From the moment I wake up in the morning, I'm always grateful for being alive and being grateful for being a part of the human race, more importantly, you know. But anyway, again, thank you for those of my new subscribers, because I've had a couple more. So, you know, again, I'm not having this channel to build up a massive amount of subscribers, you know. But if I do get extra, well, that's a bonus. But my intentions are not for that. My intentions are, for my video channel, is to be real about things, to be open and honest about things, you know. And obviously I will be sharing some of my training stuff a lot more, because me and my good friend Chris Evans, who lives in Newcastle, not the ginger-headed one, because people think, Chris Evans, isn't he a radio DJ? No, it's not him. Chris he's a big follower of the martial arts movie industry, the old school and the modern day versions, you know. And he just loves the martial arts world. And to be honest, he's helped me a lot with a lot of things, which I didn't even ask for him to do. He just wanted to help, you know. This guy didn't have to help me with things. I didn't ask him to help me. He just offered his help, you know. God bless him. And I watches some of my videos as well. Bless you, Chris. But yes, thank God for people like him. Yeah, and that Accident Man Part 2 movie, for those of you who haven't seen it yet, go watch the film. You won't be disappointed, let's put it this way. You know, I may do a review video about it, because I'm a big Scott Adkins fan. I've been for years, from when I first knew about him. Being a local lad as well, from Birmingham. Is it Solihull, I believe, or Sutton Coldfield? Solihull he's from. You know, and he's younger than me. He's in his 40s, late 40s, you know. I'll be 57 next year, so I'm getting to my late 50s. That's weird, isn't it? Anyway, it's life, but, you know, don't feel my age at all. Never worry about it. But anyway, thank you again for those of you new to my channel. Please like, share and comment, you know. And if you just watch my channels and subscribe, please subscribe. It's entirely up to you. There's no pressure there at all, but, you know, it's all to do with the algorithms, from what I've been seeing from other YouTubers, you know. I said, yeah, but I'll just keep being me. And yeah, I will let you know when I'm going to be putting up some training videos, you know, about what I do and my approach to it and my experience with the training that I've done over the years. Because that's what me and Chris are going to do. He's going to work with me on stuff like that in the near future. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. You know, again, I mentioned before about the planning thing of the future. You don't know what's going to happen, but that's what he's been saying to me, you know. But I said to him, we'll see what happens. Just take each day as it comes, because every day is different from one to the next, because you never know what's going to happen in the foreseeable future. Anyway, again, thank you so much for those of you who are new to my channel. Thank you so much. And respect to each and every single one of you. And stay safe out there. Stay safe out there.